In the following video, we are going to show you 2 experiments and some methods to test the purity of the product of recrystallization.
For the first task, we have to devise an experiment to distinguish between potassium bromide in solid form and a mixture containing approximately 40% potassium chloride and 60% potassium bromide. To start with, we need to prepare sample A and sample B, which contain potassium bromide or the mixture. We also need dilute nitric acid, silver nitrate solution, and dilute ammonia for the reaction.
Let's get started. First, dissolve sample A in water. Turn it into aqueous form. Add excess dilute nitric acid into the solution. The nitric acid reacts with and removes other ions that might also give a confusing precipitate with silver nitrate. Then, add silver nitrate solution into the solution. Let the precipitate formed settle. Decant the remaining solution and measure the height of the precipitate. After the measurement, add dilute ammonia solution to the precipitate. Remember that you must add dilute ammonia solution, not concentrated one, as bromide ions is soluble in concentrated ammonia solution. Decant and measure the height of precipitate again. The experiment for sample A is finished.
Repeat step 1 to step 6, again with sample B. Compare the results with each other. Since silver bromide precipitate dissolves slower than silver chloride in aqueous ammonia solution, the one with higher height should be the potassium bromide. Note that the potassium bromide gives a pale yellow precipitate when it reacts with silver nitrate solution, and the mixture gives a precipitate which is almost colorless. This helps distinguish the 2 precipitates.
For the second task, we have to recrystallize a sample of impure benzoic acid. To start with, we need to prepare crystallized benzoic acid, decolorizing carbon, which is also called activated charcoal. We also need a test tube, a beaker, and a piece of fluid filter paper. Now, we may start to experiment. Dissolve benzoic acid with minimum quantity of boiling water using a beaker with decolorizing carbon. Remember, we need to prepare a saturated solution. Filter the hot aqueous solution with fluid filter paper into the beaker. Leave and wait for crystals to form. Filter the crystals off and obtain them. Wash the crystals with minimum amount of distilled cold water. Dry the crystals between filter paper until not damp.
Then, we need to test the purity of the crystal obtained. We can use melting point determination, which means that we can test the melting point of the crystal obtained. We may carry out the test in 4 ways. First of all, we may compare the melting point of the crystal obtained with literature values of melting point of benzoic acid, which is the value that has been proven and is known. Or the crystal should give a sharp melting point. Third, mix the crystal with pure benzoic acid and determine the melting point of the mixture. For the last one, carry out further recrystallization until the products obtained have a consistent melting point.
Now we have to draw a labeled diagram to show how select items from the above are set up for the determination of the boiling point of propanol. Here is the water out and water in. This is to ensure water can pass through the whole condenser. Remember, you have to use water bath to heat the propanol. The thermometer and the condenser should be in the correct places.
For your own safety, remember that propanol is flammable. Now, this is the end of our video. Bye!